Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 135 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy, and I got a bit to share with y'all. So last week I didn't record because I took it off. Last Friday was my birthday, and I decided to have a bit of fun. So we went out to eat, went to a movie, and just enjoyed the day. So I do have a bit to share with you though. So first of all, I'll start off with my hot mess shawl blanket thing that I have going on here. And when we talked 2 weeks ago, I don't really know for sure where I was at, but it has definitely grown. Of course, I'm in the middle of a row, so you can't quite see it. It's kind of crazy, but I'm beginning to wonder if I'm going to have to put this on hold and put this maybe in hiatus, because I am getting low on hand spun. I have some in my bag, but I don't have a whole lot of hand spun left to add to this. So I do have a couple of braids in there I could spin up, but I'm going to have to spin them before I can actually, knit it into the blanket. So I haven't quite gotten that far yet, and honestly, I still have this. I haven't set the twist on, and I have another skein in there that I found that I don't think I set the twist on. So I probably should do that as well. Set the twist would help to get those things going. So this hot mess though is getting there. I'm trying to see, where am I at? I would say I was maybe a quarter of the way through this third wedge. Maybe, I don't know. So there was that. Like I mentioned though, Friday was my birthday. So I decided to treat myself, and I went pawing through my stash, and I decided I was going to knit myself a present because I wanted one. I wanted something special to knit. I also wanted something kind of brainless to knit because we went to the movies. So I pulled out a skein of Solar Flare fibers. Now, Fifi is no longer dying, so this isn't something that you're going to be able to get from her. You might be able to find some in a D stash, but not from her. And I have hoarded this for like 5 years. No joke. It's been in my stash because I so loved it. I have such wonderful memories of that year that I got it and of Fifi. And I decided this is the year. I'm going to knit with it, and I'm going to remember all the wonderful things, but I'm going to spoil myself. So what I made was a little hat for myself. It's nothing, nothing fancy, but a hat for myself. And I took my leftovers from my crazy hat. Now I have crazy hair because I put the hat on. But I took the leftovers of the hat, and I just knit until I ran out of this yarn. And these are going to be some fingerless mitts. It's a 2x1 rib, and as you can tell, I added in this. It's not even a purple, it's almost like a plum color. I added this in. I thought it looked nice, so I added it in. And I'm going to knit, maybe a little bit longer. I'm pretty close to being ready to bind these off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut open and do an afterthought thumb hole. I didn't really know for sure how I was going to do it, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put them on and put where my thumb is. Actually, these are going to be in the bottom. I'm going to do like this. And I'm going to find where my thumb is and cut one leg of one stitch and open it up. And then just knit a little tube out. I think that's how I'm going to handle this. We'll see. That's my crazy mess right here. But I wanted to use every last ounce of this yarn, and this is the best way I could figure out how to do that. So these are my crazy mitts that I'm kind of winging at this point, but it was brain candy for all the knitting that I had this week. My husband's side of the family had a party last week, over the weekend, and I had my birthday and got to go watch Aquaman and just carry it all around. I did have one like knitting attack. When I first did the hat, I made it too big, and I didn't want to like literally admit that. So I actually got almost completely finished with the hat, and I tried it on, and it was just like massive. So I actually ended up going down 16 stitches. That's a DK weight yarn on like size 6 needles. So 16 stitches was quite a bit. So that's what I've done. The other thing that I did this week is I played with my sock machine, and this is the first pair of fully finished socks that came off my machine. They don't fit me. They're too long, but they are a full pair of socks. So all I have to do is actually Kitchener, but I'm probably not going to. I did a hung hem, which means that you knit so much on the machine and then you actually pick up stitches and then knit again. So it's finished when it comes off the machine. I turned a heel and I went down a foot, and then basically I did another heel, and you Kitchener, you take out this waist yarn and you Kitchener straight across, and you have a finished sock. So first pair, I didn't take great notes. I thought I would remember, but apparently I really do have the memory of a goldfish. So one foot is like 5 rows longer than the other foot. So, and either way, they're both still too long for me. So this was sock pair number 1 off my machine this week. Christmas afternoon, my family decided they wanted to watch It's a Wonderful Life. And I'm not a huge fan of it. Sorry, don't hate me, but I'm not. It's essential for them. They love it. I'm just not. So instead, what I did was I pulled out some yarn. I believe this is from Lori of Northern Cabin Fibers, I believe. I bought this 3 years ago. Not this year, not last year, but the year before. So like, a little bit ago, maybe 2 years, I guess you could say. With the intention of making my husband a pair of socks. So I sat down at the machine and I cranked out these socks during that movie. I finished the Kitchener when we watched another movie later on, but I did a full pair of socks starting in the afternoon, and before I went to bed, they were done. I was so proud of myself. The Kitchener is not the best, I will say. There's a few boo-boos in there. Like, you can see where I have a little loopy right here. I dropped the stitch. But they are completely wearable. They are completely serviceable. So, hang on a minute. Okay, sorry. Phone rang. Had to go deal with an answer. Sorry. Anyways, socks. Finished. Done. They fit him. Yes, that's what I can say about this. I took notes. Both the feet are the same length. Go me. That is my week. Basically, that's what I've done this last 2 weeks. A bit of knitting on the shawl. I haven't touched the socks. My Rhinebeck socks are still upstairs. Haven't even messed with them. But that's okay. That's my week. Are you ready for New Year's? That's kind of like a big thing for me right now. New Year's is next week, and I'm not sure I'm ready. So I will talk to y'all all later. Hopefully I'll have some more finished progress and be like pulled together a bit more. If not, we'll see. See ya.